And right back into it. What? Just back out? No answers? Okay.
Clive.
Well, enjoy your nap.
You're wounded.
This, it's only a scratch. All right, the hole.
We'll find you a healer.
Here. No, you won't.
Oh, hello.
I know who you are. And if you think I'm gonna let you have him... think again.
Sid.
One left. That'll do me.
Try not to talk.
Clive. For so long, I thought I had all the answers. But then I met you. And I learned it wasn't a good death we should be fighting for, but a better life. It's all very well, a man reclaiming his fate. But if he can't choose how he meets it, what's the point? So, I made a choice.
Not like this, man.
The rest is in your hands. The Crystal's blessing is a prison, Clive. And if it's an outlaw the world needs to help it break free... Stop. Please. I can think of none better than you.
In ashen grip, let ember glow, to kindle flames anew. I'm sorry, Clive. Had I arrived but a moment sooner. Do you remember me, boy? I saw you protect them. That was very brave. I know you're there, Ultima.
You have learned our name. What else have you learned, Phoenix?
My travels have revealed much about you and your ambitions. I know that it was you who tore me from my brother. And I know that it is his power that you seek. But know this. If you want him, you'll have to go through me.
Very well.
Breath of mine ancestors, fill these lungs that I may dispel the songs of suffering.
A disturbance.
We'll leave. My brother alone.
Damn, Joshua. Also called it.
This is getting us nowhere.
We agree. No more games, Phoenix. We have come to claim our vessel.
And I said no.
These flames are nothing. You will know what it is to burn.
Yours is a fleeting form. I'm not fool enough to think I can harm you. But to protect my brother, I don't have to.
These are not flames of destruction.
Have you forgotten already who I am? Just try and get to my brother now. Fiend.
fuck is going on? Not the hideaway.
Must be here. Must! Can fail, Lord Cook again! Find Sid! Are all fucking dead! Sid, help us! Where is he? You'll do! Bastard!
Gab, we've got to go!
Not without this!
Sid is not among the dead. Shall I send a Stolas? That won't be necessary.
Fuck me! Where the hell are you, Sid? Where the hell are you?
Okay. I didn't like any of that.
The finest silks from the master weavers of Randalar. Come, come, feel its softness.
Chocobo
Make a nice
steaks,
gift for your
chocobo
wife.
sausage, all from greens-fed farm birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
Calmatives, curatives, restoratives,
Look all you like, sir. It's all fresh. Picked this very morning.
Restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices, calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road? I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives, unguents, ointments, poultices. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives.
5 years later?
It's good to see you, Sid. What have we learned? The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way.
Kupka's private guard.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall.
You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's forsaken slum.
So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer.
That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them. Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was. Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
Please, we don't know anything. You have to believe us. We'd help you if we could.
But you're helping us already.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
No sign of Hugo.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections?
Tim, the outlaw. Sid's here.
He took the name Sid. Oh.
Come on. Summon the others. The bearers.
Safe.
The power of thunder. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Ramu. Turning not only changes the elemental aspect, the magic spells, several new abilities, thunderstorm. Blind Justice. Launch a barrage of ball lightning at up to 9 targets by locking onto them. Can be ignited by striking. Oh, 1 second. Sorry, had to deal with something there. That was awesome. So let's try Blind Justice first. Then circle again. And then they explode when I punch them. Oh, this is amazing. Ooh, that's a big one. Okay, so it looks like Ramu's a lot of point blank area of effect.
Outlaws in here. Bring me his head.
How many are there? Titan sends his regards.
Gotta get used to having 3 of them now.
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten!
You got a kitty?
They brought a pet.
Oh, I want to pet him. He's got teeth on his cheeks.
You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
How fast can they be? It's pretty slow, actually. Oh. Okay, so the slow down there doesn't work forever. Good to know. Lightning shard. Oh, that's probably from the wrong stuff. Okay.
To hell with this!
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them. There's been more than enough bloodshed for one day.
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you.
Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did you think we'd thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
For 5 years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right. I'm sorry.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
We should go. That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds. Home, sweet home. Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Last I saw, he was in the mess.
Welcome back, Sid.
Finish with that log so we can call it a morning.
Again! I seen schoolboys swing harder.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying long this time?
Well, before we head there, let's check in with the merchants.
Hither yon dance autumn winds.
I am a tinker by trade, but I've always been fascinated with the art of healing.
If only there were a salve to mend a broken engine.
Shelves are closed. Sign outside should have told you. Yeah, the sign outside should have told you.
But there's no
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Does that one have...
sadly not.
What can I get you, Sid? How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands. And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stone here. Even if... Don't tell her you heard that from me. Oh, keep your mug handy.
Grandma.
Is it business or pleasure? Well, you won't hear me complaining. The only drawback... Still... I remember it like it was yesterday. You're our leader now, Clive.
If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Automatically charge magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. Limit break generation. I mean, that looks kind of cool. That's semi button press. elixir.
Blind, you know.
Instantly restore all HP. Very nice. I don't need that, but that's cool.
Come again. Oh, don't.
Goots.
I'm not much bothered either way.
You didn't happen to run out of potions while you were away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures. Or perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
Back, are ya? Things here ain't too bad. Nah. Because I haven't. Still. I'm saying forwarding, dear.
11 volt.
No scratches, right? That it? Fine.
Once the hall is swept, it's over to the top.
The Hall of Memories. Oh, is this my room? The Oath. Created the day Clive pledges allegiance to Cid, this crystal shard transfixed with twin daggers is a powerful reminder of a promise made, a friendship forged, and a legacy inherited. Oh cool, so as I go through the story... Wait, did I just finish the fucking prologue? Is that where I'm at right now? Oh wait, owl. Can I pet him? I'm gonna go back in. Oh cool, chest. Okay, now I gotta go back in. Hello, little owl. Oh, I can't pet him. Also, speaking of petting an animal, Torgal, the dog, he's like 18 years old now. That's an old... He's getting on. That's an old boy. Okay, Otto.
Clive. Is everything alright?
I like how Clive never responds when it's those little dialogue things. You. Is this a hunt board? Oh, heck yeah. Oh god, I really did finish the prologue.
There you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons. I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you, Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor. A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder, when the last drop of blood is spilled?
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Lady, I don't know who you are, but I like your vibes.
Ah, my favorite pupil. My beloved homeland. Or at least, it was. One would think.
Okay, so a military and a political advisor.
I admit.
Oh, the other people where she's from tried to kill her, and Sid saved her. Or Clive. Okay. Yeah, that's how it be sometimes. Chest.
I hope you don't mind. I changed the rooms in your chambers while you were away.
Thank you. Don't get me wrong, I like the old hideout, but this just has a much better vibe to it.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, this is the shells. This is where those two kids are telling that dude to bugger off.
Everyone seems so happy to see us.
Okay, so it's very obvious this is like some kind of massive airship, yeah? This here looks like some kind of cockpit or control room.
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On Gods and Men, containing the findings of one Anaximander of Conver. Let's see, theologian, chronicling religious histories. Okay. Sounds Sometimes you gotta look at those. You never know when you might find something cool.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now.
He steals a Moogle's nuts.
No such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
I still want to know who sent Benedict, what I'm assuming was Benedicta's head, to Titan and triggered that. The king? Like Benedicta's boss? He seems the type.
Knock back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Oh, anything new in the lore journal here? After Sid fell and his hideaway was reduced to rubble at the hands of Kupka, Clive took on both his predecessor's name and role, becoming a second Sid the Outlaw, leader of the re-established resistance. Continues Sid's mission. Established under Clive, he took the title of Sid, after Titan destroyed the old place. Like-minded individuals to build a community, built within fallen ruins, deep within the deadlands of Central Storm. Decidedly unlike its predecessor, however, it's located in the center of a lake, across whose waters any invading enemy can easily be spotted.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Hey, Gav's still active, that's good. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table. New messages are always arriving, so make it a point to check back when returning. The Republican Army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear upon my return. He's got like that scar now in his eye.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance, the one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come.
All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance.
Okay, so they do know it was Joshua.
Pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
I dropped the robe. Looks much more adventure-y now.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
I'm surprised Joshua looks so okay, considering he pulled Ultima into himself from what we saw.
Something has happened to Martha. We need to speak with Otto.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip around the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. I know it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
Side quest. Okay. I guess this. This is. I know this is the Deadlands where like life doesn't exist because of the blight and all that, but this is straight up beautiful here. That is serene. Like the water's so still. The spires, ruins jutting out from it. Like I need to find me like a wallpaper that has this area on like a really good angle, you know? Get one of those like live ones so you can see like just the ripples in the way, what little waves there are. That'd be nice.
Finish with that long back, Sid.
What you got for me, boatman?
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rock for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
Cock and ball. No way, that's the name of the quest. Cock and ball. That's torture, man. That's torture. Oh, God. I knew I knew the translation team for these games, so the developers just have fun with it. They do the same thing in 14, but that is just too good. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, okay. Oof. I needed that. Alright, side quest. 3 raids. Move on with the cock and ball. Okay. Where's this quest? Down there? Okay. Oof. I needed that.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. The trees don't have teeth.
Too far. Ow. Yeah, I must have been prologue before. These guys are taking a lot more of a beating than they normally would. I got the best weapon I can right now. Picture wax. Okay.
I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
Cock and ball. That's killed me. I am dead. Alright, let's teleport back and turn that quest in. Hey man, it's a little bit torturous, but I got your Culk. No need to bawl about it.
Well, did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
A badge of might. Oh, +1. I mean, that's pretty solid. Oh yeah, I never did look at my new abilities. Ramu. Okay, so there's his Spray and Pray, Thunderstorm, Pile Drive, Lightning Rod. Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck, chains lightning to other enemies. Okay. He's got Judgment Bolt as his ultimate. So let's go ahead and pick up the Ifrit skills, just because they're really cheap. Well, upgrade Blind Justice, because I've all the circle skills are just really useful. And another ability I want to upgrade. Let's pick up the Limit Break. Yeah, I feel like that was a good choice. As for my gear, have the gouge damage increase. The badge of might, the flat 12 might be nice, but I feel like gouge could really use that specific boost. Can I reorganize these two? What order would I want them in? I'll leave them as they're at. I think I can just use an armor increase. Oh, he's stronger now. Pedigree, Fangs of Ruin. I remember I looked at this before. He said like 1 out of 3, and I said 2 out of 3 on those. That's cool. Okay, I've never used the stone skin tonic. So let's switch that with the strength tonic. I may actually use that. Damage increase, good for burst. Oh, I got 3 on my limit break now. Nice. Alright, that's enough for that for now. We'll go ahead and save, cut it here, and come back later. I need to lay down and rest after hearing about Calk and Ball. Ah, beautiful. Okay.